We have to interrogate the American lady. We have to interrogate Lauren Bacall here, guys.
Good morning, madam. I am Hercule Poirot.
Caroline Hubbard. What can I do for you, Mr. Poirot?
I am the bearer of unfortunate news.
It's obvious with all the commotion that something has happened.
Madame Hubbard, I am afraid your neighbor, Monsieur Ratchet, was murdered last night.
Oh my God! I knew it! I knew it!
I would like to ask you some questions, but first, may I inspect your room?
Of course, yes, you must.
We're all right. Her nationality, American. She is 60 years old. Oops, not 37, 60. And you are a housewife? I'm not sure. Right, housewife.
That was easy.
You're dressing like a businesswoman, though. A golden mustache in here in your room. So that's number 2, guys.
Come to Poirot, my exquisitely sculpted friend.
So your room has no sofa, but a mini table and 2 chairs, guys. You also have your personal shower. Okay, let's look at the latch. Is it closed? It's locked.
This door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment.
And now it's
latched
open.
on this side.
Yeah.
The luxury of the Orient Express is present in every detail.
What do we have here? Is this your bag? Your makeup bag? Okay, not important. You do not use Head and Shoulders here, guys. What is that? What brand is that?
Here is a jacket button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Is that all? Alright, tell me now. What's your alibi? Where were you last night? What were you doing?
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up.
Right.
All in the dark it was. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I pressed the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock on my door. Come in, I screamed. And I switched on the lights at the same time. And would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
You think he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
Alright, so we found it unbolted last night.
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the 2 compartments?
But I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
I was already in bed, and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What time was it when you asked her to do this for you?
Oh, it must have been around 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchet's door by mistake.
Oh.
He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She came in. I told her where to find the aspirin, and she got it out of my toiletry bag. Poor girl, she didn't have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchet. It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchet alive.
Perhaps. Oh, H is your initial, Mrs. Hubbard. The handkerchief we found under the bed, guys.
Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered with an initial H, like your name.
I don't care. It's not mine, and I would certainly never buy something so impractical as that frilly thing.
Poirot showing the suspects evidence using his phone, his cell phone, guys. He's keeping up with the times.
Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
Do you not vape?
I found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to...
It belongs to a passenger. It looks golden, guys.
a passenger on the train who may have entered your room.
Miss Olsen was my only visitor. Besides the intruder, of course. But that doesn't look like a regular button, does it?
No. It has the Orient Express logo engraved on it.
The logo is a horse? So I picked the wrong choice.
I have not finished inspecting your room. If you don't mind...
Maybe now I can look at that, the makeup bag, guys. The one that is underneath the sink. Can I look at it now? Yeah, now we can do. Let's see what's inside. Open it. Can we open it? We cannot open it. Oh, we took it with us. We took the bag. It's in my inventory now. Wow.
Let's see if Mrs. Hubbard was telling the truth about the latch of the connecting door.
Wait.
This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag.
So let's see if that can be hung or not. Oh, now it's all open,
You can
guys.
see the latch very well from here, even with the toiletry bag attached. I'll have to clear that up with Mrs. Hubbard.
Right.
Mrs. Hubbard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
Yes, it was, as I told you. I was already in bed and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's why I asked Miss Olsen to check if it was closed.
Well, you are lying, Mrs. Hubbard. Couldn't see the latch from where I was.
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
Of course. I have an excellent memory.
Latch visible.
Mrs. Hubbard, I tested putting your toiletry bag on the door hook as you told me. From your bed, you can easily see the latch on the door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Are you saying I'm lying? It may have been stuck somehow in a different position, or I may not have seen it in the darkness. Or I didn't think to look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame. A man has been most savagely murdered. You will excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchet.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with, but I suspect I'm not done with her. Thank you for your assistance, madame.
I'll see you again, Madame Hubbard. Alright, now I need a list of the passengers. Would you be so kind to give me the list?
Monsieur Michel, I must ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
I will do everything I can to help.
First of all, tell me about yourself.
Very well. My name, as you know, is Pierre Michel. I am from Calais. I've been with the company for over 15 years.
Thank you.
French. 57 years old. You are a valet? Yes.
No, not good.
Are you not French? You are Swiss.
I must admit I'm not
You're Canadian?
right this time.
Maybe the controller, guys. I don't know. Controller and French. Oh, they're not the same.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
I need a list of the passengers, please.
Can you provide me with a listing of the passengers and their rooms, please?
Yes, certainly.
Alright. Characters menu updated. Oh, we can see the horse. It's actually a unicorn, guys. The symbol is a unicorn. Strange. Very odd. A unicorn, a mythical creature. It's a symbol of the Orient Express. Maybe just in this game. Alright. 101, Constantine. 102. Paris. Actor. Okay, I'm not good with names. Give me the faces now. 202 Harris, guys, my room. The Queen Barsaman, who lives in 201. 201 is Hardman, Cyrus. Don't know who you are, so right next door to me. So we have 4 staff members. We have Pierre, Frisia. We have the 2 cooks. 301, 302. Number of places. What does that mean? What is the number of places, guys? Andrei Rudolph 205 has 2 places. What does that mean? He also booked 206. Number of places. What does that mean?
Are you a smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No. Tobacco only.
The old-fashioned kind of cigarettes.
I would like to reconstruct with your help the events of last night. Monsieur Ratchet retired to bed. When?
Almost immediately after dinner, sir. Actually, before we left Belgrade.
Did anybody go into his compartment after that?
His valet, monsieur. Monsieur Masterman. And then his secretary, the young American gentleman. Monsieur McQueen.
And that is the last time you saw or heard of him?
No, monsieur. You forget that Monsieur Ratchet rang his bell around 12:40 a.m.
Right.
Soon after we had stopped. I knocked at the door, but he called out in French, "Ce n'est rien, je me suis trompé." I then left to answer another bell that had just rung.
Yeah, that's the first time we woke up, guys. Last night. And now this is the second time.
Where were you at 1:15 a.m.?
I was sitting on my little seat at the end of the car, facing up the corridor.
Are you sure?
I left a little after 1 a.m. to speak about the snow with my colleague Jean in the bar car. I came back later. There was a call. I remember speaking to you.
Indeed, I remember. Carry on.
It was the American lady, Madame Hubbard. She thought she saw a man in her compartment. Then, around 1:50 a.m., I made the bed for Monsieur Ratchet's secretary, Monsieur McQueen. He had spent the evening talking with the English Captain Arbuthnot. At 2 a.m., I returned to my place and stayed there until dawn.
Did you see the lady walking down the hallway wearing the sleeping gown? The dragon sleeping gown? Was you there? At your seat at that time? He doesn't mention it here, guys. Maybe he's not there at that time.
I found a button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
I need to check the attendant of the next train.
What is the last station where we stopped?
Vinkovsky.
Could someone have come on board?
Possibly. I was very busy. Owing to the weather, we were a few minutes late. We left at 12:10 a.m.
Alright, we are done with the interrogation of Mr. Michel. So, can I actually do their mind maps, guys? Yeah, they have individual mind maps. Reconstitute the activity of Mr. Michel. Now, midnight. Wow. Midnight. 12 a.m. 12:40. So this has got to be the last one then. He stays at the post from 2 a.m. on. At 1:20 a.m. is Mrs. Hubbard talking with Mr. Michel. Now midnight. Mr. Ratchet called Mr. Michel at 12:40 a.m. So, smoking on the platform is number one at midnight, followed by getting back on board of the train at 12:10 a.m. So that's a sequence of time. Yeah.
That's the right answer.
Mr. Michel remained at his post from 12:10 to the morning, except from 1:05 a.m. to 1:20 a.m. and from 1:50 a.m. to 2 a.m. So I guess the second or one of those two periods, guys, that's when the woman wearing the dragon nightgown walked by. Alright. The killer avoided Mr. Michel. Select two elements to help deduce how the killer avoided being seen by Mr. Michel. Smoking break. Oh. Not at his post between 1 a.m. and 1:20 a.m. Definitely that, guys. The time stopped at 1:50 a.m. So it's during that period. With his absence. Does anyone still use the word e-cigarette? Yeah. Definitely. The word is still used in a lot of ballads. Here. Now... Born and adopted in France? Oh, I didn't know, moderator way. That's your French name, your last name. Wow. Interesting. Alright.
While Monsieur Michel was chatting with Monsieur Fauchet in the bar car between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., the murderer could have escaped Ratchet's room without being seen.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
Yeah, he was totally absent during that important period, guys. So now, is Mrs. Hubbard a suspect? We have not done her mind map yet. Can we go to her mind map? I think she has one too. Or maybe not. She has no mind map? Oh. Is Michel a suspect? He was talking to another person, guys. So he has an alibi.
This appears to be a good lead.
Unless they are working together. Is Mrs. Hubbard a suspect? Well, it can go both ways, guys. If she's not lying, then I say yeah, yes at the moment, even though I know the storyline already. But if I do not know the storyline, then she is still a suspect. She has no alibi. Should we say yes?
This is the most likely answer.
Alright, I think are they the only correct answers? It depends on the alibis and the testimonies, right? Yeah, I think they are the right answers. Alright. I need to check on my mustache. I need to see if that is... Oh, why is... The reflection is not only on that mirror and not on this mirror. Why? But that one is so pixelated, guys. The smaller one has a better resolution compared to this. Timetable. Alright. Is there an attendant in the first class passenger train? Is there an attendant? There's no attendant? Wow. First class, my old room. Alright. 103. 102. Hello, Mr. Secretary. We have to talk to you, Mr. Secretary. Your boss is dead.
I believe I am addressing Monsieur Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, sorry. Just an expression. My father used to say it.
You must have had an interesting childhood. I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's secretary?
I am Mr. Ratchet's secretary. Just over a year. I mainly take care of translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchet only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Your employer, Monsieur Ratchet, is dead.
So they got him after all.
What do you mean? You are assuming he was murdered?
I know he had enemies.
What can you tell me about Monsieur Ratchet?
He was American. He was an antiques dealer. I don't know much more. Mr. Ratchet never talked about himself or his life, but I think Ratchet wasn't his real name, and he left the United States to run away from something, or someone.
Yes?
He started getting letters, threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchet had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
Did you like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
Can you tell me your movements last night?
I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the platform to smoke, but it was cold. I quickly went back in. I then went to Mr. Ratchet's compartment to take some dictation for him. I left around 10 o'clock. I saw Captain Arbuthnot. We ended up chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Binkovsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot.
And Mr. Ratchet's diary.
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchet's safe. Did you know about it?
I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it.
Are you a smoker? Do you vape?
Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
What about vaping, though?
Can you give me this letter, please?
Of course, here it is.
Time to die. Wow. Straight to the point, guys. Straight to the point.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he hated the smell of smoke.
Interesting. Alright, let me look around the room now. Monsieur, what is your name again? Is there nothing else? So this is the second class cabin, guys. My cabin looks like a second class cabin. Mine is a bunk bed. Alright, any mind map that we have to do? So the character list. We have one unknown character, 105. Wow, it's a woman. Joanna Locke. We haven't seen her face yet. Interesting, guys. Do you have a mind map? You do not. Oh, you do. Select two elements of interest from the encounter with Mr. Michel on the evening of the murder. So, Ratchet apparently spoke in French during the night of the murder. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the secretary, guys. But anyway, let's do this then. American and French. Weird. He is American, guys. But does he know French? But he was talking in French. It's not Ratchet who spoke to Mr. Michel. Oh, it's a man. Perhaps a killer inside his room, guys. Speaking in French. Now, Mr. McQueen. Oh, that's his name, Secretary McQueen. He saw his boss for the last time around 10 p.m. and he called Mr. Michel at 12:37 a.m.
I
boss
do not
called him.
think
And
that's
no.
the right answer.
Well, let's do this too then. Yeah, Ratchet is American, yes. I don't think he knows French at all. So someone was pretending to be him. But speaking in French? I don't know. Murderer pretended Ratchet was still alive at 12:37 a.m. So at that point in time, he was already dead? Or maybe he was drugged. Maybe he was unconscious at the time. I don't know. In conclusion,
The murderer may have impersonated Ratchet by calling Monsieur Michel to make it seem that Ratchet was still alive at 12:37 a.m. My
perhaps...
little grey cells did not let me down.
Alright, anything else that we have to do? Let's take a look here. It's a very big mind map, guys. With so many links already. Alright, I think that's all. Now, we have a mysterious passenger over at 105. 105, hold on, let me check this. We need one more golden mustache, guys.
The train is completely trapped because of the avalanche. Hopefully, not for too long.
$103. Oh, the other associate, guys. Wow. Compare the two. Compare Mr. McQueen and this guy here. They both work with the boss, Mr. Ratchet.
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I ask you some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have
Oh.
a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you.
Is this a measuring puzzle? I thought he was in mourning, guys, because his boss died. But it's only a toothache. Okay, never mind. They both hate their boss, guys. So, of course they won't be in mourning at all. They are probably laughing deep within. that they're now free. Oh, it's a puzzle. We have a mini puzzle here.
By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy.
Jojoba. What is jojoba?
The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusable.
We can use the manual scale here then.
Ah, this old scale will do the job.
Right. Yellow is lemon, guys. Is it not lemon? So the heaviest is lavender, guys. The bottle in
To
blue.
start, I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
This is lavender. Is the right color. So is that the heaviest? Let me check. Looks like it is the heaviest. Yeah, that is definitely lavender, guys. So let's put that at the number 5 spot. Jojoba is good for the skin. I've never heard of that before, Sophia. Jojoba. Is it an expensive ingredient compared to the rest? Alright, this is lavender, guys. So the next heaviest is... Oh no, the lemon is the heaviest. This is lemon. The blue bottle is lemon. Everyone. Wow. The game is trying to trick us. Okay, next heaviest is lavender. Yellow. Yellow is lavender. Alright, the next one at number 7. 7 is clove. Garlic clove. Garlic smell. Alright, this is good for vampire bites. For vampire hunting. This essential oil here. Garlic oil. Next has anti-inflammatory. Wow. Treat sensitive skin. Oh, thank you very much for the info, Moderator Ray. Alright, the next heaviest is red, and that is clove. Alright, now almond and yang, yeah, lang, yang. Alright, almond is black.
Now that I know the order, I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
Clove is number 3. The red bottle.
Here is Monsieur Masterman's remedy.
Essential clove oil. Does that mean garlic, guys? Does that mean garlic oil? Vampire bites. Yeah, vampire bites. A preventative measure, guys. You push it. You put the oil on your neck. Spread it on your neck, both sides of your neck. That is the perfect spot to use the oil on. The clove oil.
Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir. Ah, well, I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
You are also American. You are 39 years old. Profession, valet. Oops.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
You know Yang Yang? You know Lang Lang? How do you pronounce it? Lang Lang or Yang Yang? Or in between? Yilang? Yilang? How do you say that word? You also use it away. Wow. Is it a common essential oil?
At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room, Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes, my roommate's snoring.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Do you vape?
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
I've been working for him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
Forgive me, I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Oh.
Did you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
But he was supposed to be on alert, guys. So he suddenly decided to take the sleeping medicine? That doesn't make sense at all. Are you lying to me, Mr. Valley?
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he finds smokers disgusting.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
Huh. When he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. Could it be this one, guys? The first one?
I have no way to prove he's lying.
Wait. Which one is a lie?
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
But how do we know?
What? How can you say that?
The gun.
He received
Right.
threatening letters. One, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? And even asked for my help to watch over him? I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
I'm afraid this time you must prepare your own clove oil.
Alright. Oh, we have another mind map now. The hypothesis of the night of the crime. What is the most likely hypothesis? Ratchet takes sleeping pills, the murderer enters Ratchet's room, he kills him with a gun and hides it under the pillow. He disguises the crime as a crime of passion with a knife. We didn't see any gunshot wound. So definitely not this, no, not this one, guys. He takes the sleeping pills, the murderer enters Ratchet's room, he stabs him with a knife. He calls Mr. Michel to make believe that Ratchet is alive. He opens a window to escape, but the train is stuck in the snow. This sounds far-fetched, no? He takes the sleeping pills, murderer enters Ratchet's room, he stabs him with a knife. He calls Mr. Michel to pretend that Ratchet is alive. He opens a window and flees. What? It always involves fleeing, huh? Definitely this one, guys. Yeah, this one. Why did I say it's far-fetched? He calls Mr. Michel to make believe that Ratchet is alive. Opens a window to escape, but the train is stuck in the snow. Oh, this one is different, guys. He waits for Mr. Michel to take a break to leave the room. Yes, this one.
That was easy.
So, is Mr. McQueen a suspect? Well... From the evidence here, guys. Who is a more likely suspect at this point in time? Mr. Masterman, the one who prepared the medicine. I think you are more likely. Yes.
According to the information I have, this is a solid choice.
We have to pretend to know. We have to pretend to not know the story here, guys. The source material. We are just basing on the facts up to this point in time. Is Mr. McQueen a suspect? Well, not at this point in time. No.
This direction looks promising.
I think there is no right and wrong answer here. Oh, we have a mark here. Report to situation to Bog. Alright. Are we done up to this point? What about the mysterious passenger on 105? Inside room 105. The woman, guys. Can we go chat with her? Who is she? 105. Oh, we cannot do it. Was it 105? Let me check. Yeah, 105, Joanna Locke. Who is she, guys? Where is she? I don't know. Anyway, we have to go find Monsieur Borg. I don't know where he is. Go back to the the first class. 202, 203, 204, 205 is not accessible. Alright. Back to the bar. Coming on with the interrogation, guys. Have we talked to everybody already? I don't think so. We've done with those train cars. Sign language. You know, you guys don't have to be discreet. You just talk aloud. Nothing to hide, I think. Is there anything that you need to hide from me? Hello, madam. Ah, the princess is here. Is everyone well this morning?
Please, do me the courtesy of leaving me alone, if you will.
You're not well this morning. How about you? Bork.
So, my friend, have you found our killer?
Not yet, but I will tell you what I have learned.
Please.
Our assassin could have gotten on the train at Vinkovsky disguised as a conductor, entered Ratchet's room and killed him. Then he walked out through Madame Hubbard's connecting door, where he lost a button from his jacket. He had to wait for Monsieur Michel to be absent. He waited too long. The train had left the station.
He was trapped aboard.
Indeed. He had opened the window to make it look that he'd escaped that way. However, if he waited until the train stopped again due to snow, his footprints would have been found.
The murderer is still among us. On the train.
There's a problem with the second-class toilets.
What now?
All morning passengers have been complaining that the door is locked, so I went to check. I knocked, but no one answered. I didn't think I should open it without speaking to you first.
You did well, Monsieur Michel. Lead the way.
I used my master key.
The game is going to shock us with a second body, guys. A new body.
But who is she? Is she alive?
She is breathing.
Then if she's dead, isn't she our murderer?
That, my friend, is what we must find out.
Ooh. I don't remember this. Is this new? Check her pulse. Check her breathing.
Miss, can you hear me? She's breathing. Her pulse is strong. There is no sign of physical violence. This woman is sleeping very soundly.
Was she drugged? Or is this some kind of medication here, guys? Look for the pills. Second class. Joanna locked.
The ticket reads Joanna Locke, traveling in compartment 105.
105. Alright. Yeah, the numbers are confusing, guys. All the ones should be first class and the twos should be second class. And now it's the other way around.
This woman is sound asleep. Given her location, I would say she has been drugged and deposited here.
Well, at least it's not another murder on my train.
The train is, of course, full.
Monsieur, the list I gave you indicates that Hildegard Schmidt shares her compartment.
I will want to talk to her later. For now, we will concentrate on this mysterious young lady. Let's return her to her more comfortable bed.
Good idea. Pierre, locate this woman's room and fetch the doctor.
Yes, sir.
I will question her when she wakes up.
Please, let me know what you learn.
Her room 105.
Mademoiselle Locke's compartment is 105. I suggest we return her to her more comfortable bed.
Yes, hopefully she will awaken soon.
Like now. Read her now. Without taking her off her shoes? Where's her traveling companion, guys? Shall we go fetch her, guys? Maybe she can take off her shoes. Or let me take a look around. This is our chance to look around the room here, guys. Residue. Ooh, is that the same white substance, guys?
A cup of tea with white residue at the bottom.
Yeah, looks very much like what's inside the mug of the previous victim, Ratchet. No privacy here, guys. We are going to open those cases. We don't need her permission. Oh, 5-number code. Is that a uniform? A train uniform? Oh, with the button, guys. The missing button.
A briefcase and a wagon lit conductor's jacket. And the button is missing.
We found a uniform, guys. But why is it inside her suitcase? Nothing unusual about her toiletry here, huh? What could the code be, guys? Alright, is a clue inside the room, inside the cabin here. Borg is blocking our way, guys. We cannot even exit the room. But there's nothing else to look at. Okay, let me look at the suitcase again. Can we rotate this around? That's the only item, the uniform. There's a number on the corner, 194. A 5-number code. There's nothing else to look at, guys. Bog? Can I leave the room? He is blocking access, guys. A scarf? So she was the one who was doing the spying on the platform. Spying on Ratchet.